What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We're here with the Diamond Select Star Wars Darth Maul figure, exclusive to Disney. You can get this at the Disney store near you. Should be able to anyway. I actually went all the way down to Disney World and found this guy at World of Disney in Disney Springs. So here he is. When this got when this got, I guess, leaked online, when people started finding it, I immediately knew I had to run out and see if I could find it while I was down there. And found him I did. So we're going to crack this guy open and we're going to get a good look at him and we'll see how we go. So as you can see, it comes in the typical Diamond Select packaging. It is the larger scale figure compared to 6-inch Black Series. But we'll get more into the sizing and the details in a moment. We have the nice art from episode 1, promotional art. We've seen that a lot. Artwork on the back is more like promotional as well, like advertising type shot that we've seen a lot of. And that's pretty much it. We've got Darth Vader here on the edge of the package. And yeah, Star Wars. So I'm always torn on how to get these things open, because you kind of, I don't know, it's nice to have them all lined up like this, but at the same time, I just want to get into the figure. So I think I'm going to put the blade away, and we will just start going from the corner here. Oh, and if you're curious, if you want to find it yourself, there it is, $29.99 US dollars. But I think if you find it at a Disney store, this won't be on it, because I'm pretty sure at the Disney stores they actually go with just the other barcode. I wonder if this is gonna work. I haven't tested this yet to see if this will come off. There we go. $34.99 Canadian, $24.99 USA. So at Walt Disney World they mark it up $5, so you should be able to find this for cheaper than I did. Wow, that's disappointing. I had no idea that they did that. Now you know, everything at the theme parks is at least $5 more expensive for whatever reason. And here he is. That's it, the package is empty. Here's Darth Maul. We've got some twist ties and some of these things, NECA style. Or I guess if you do a lot of Diamond Select style. I haven't been doing a lot of Diamond Select, so for me that's NECA style. So here we are. There is Lord Maul, Darth Maul, Lord of the Sith. Looking pretty good, actually. I'm really a big fan of this. Let's quickly go through his accessories. He comes with his lightsaber hilt. And yes, it does come apart. So you can have him... It doesn't have anything to line up the two halves, though. You just have to know that it goes like this. You've also got two blades, and they seem to just plug in here. One like this, one like this. That looks pretty good. It's not too warped out of the package like we would expect from some other toy makers. We've also got, these are pretty cool. I'm a fan of this. We've got the mid swoosh effect. Just twirling his lightsaber. That's pretty cool. I like that. And then we've got this as well, which seems to be a blaster bolt that's being deflected. That's pretty cool. I'm not quite sure how to use it quite yet. It looks like you just kind of slide it onto one of these ones. I don't think it's meant for the swooshy ones. Yeah, there you go. Just slides on nice and easy, just like that, onto the blade. He comes with two open hands. He comes with 2 gripping hands, presumably to grip his lightsaber. And he comes with 2 fisted hands for punching Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon in the face. And that's it. That's all of his accessories. Some people aren't too happy with the head sculpt, the angry Ray Park kind of thing. I think it works. You just have to watch the paint apps on some of them. I had to choose from a couple different ones to make sure I got one that I was happy with. At least happy with things that I know I could repair. Like this little white up here on this horn, I can fix that. I'm confident with black, and it doesn't have to be too precise. Whereas there were some that I saw, this line on the forehead wasn't touching this area here. So like that, I wouldn't want to mess with that, because you need red, you need black, you need quite a bit of work. So this one I was pretty happy with, so make sure you do some looking if you have the option. Alright, let's dive into the articulation on this figure. His head articulation, or I guess neck articulation, lets him look down a little bit. Not too far, but not so much looking up. So you can't have him like crouched over looking up at his opponents. But he can look down at Obi-Wan hanging on in that shaft, but side to side as well. Is the sticky, a little stiff? I feel like if I cranked it too fast, it would just break. And a little bit of that side to side. Looks like the shoulders go up. I'm trying to be gentle with it. I haven't actually posed it yet. They'll go up this far. Very nice. They'll rotate all the way around. Very nice. And single jointed elbows will go just about 90, which is pretty much all we can ask for, I think, out of single jointed elbows. At the torso, he's got the pivot, and he's got a swivel at the waist, which is pretty good. He's got the upper thigh cut, which is very helpful for posing. The skirting material is plastic. It's like a little bit of a softer plastic. Doesn't seem to be the same material up here though. This is all hard plastic up here. But then the skirting is a soft plastic. If you warm this up, you could get him to do quite a good kick. But I don't want to wreck my figure here. I'd rather wreck the skirting than wreck the figure. I can't quite tell, and I don't want to force it, but without forcing it too much, we're at least at a side kick. I can't even see what's going on in there. Oh man, I don't want to break it. But the skirting gets in the way anyway, so if you're going to try to pose him kicking... Who does he kick? He kicks Obi-Wan? Kicking someone, it's going to take quite a bit of work. Let's leave it at that, because you're going to have to warm this up. It is nice that it's separated into 4 pieces, but it's definitely restricting our posability here. We'll move on. We've got double jointed knees, which will go this far, which I think is pretty good, far enough. We do not have a boot cut. Now this one, oh, there we go. I was worried it was locked in place now. And the ankles they'll go up so far, point down so far, and we've got ankle pivot. Very nice articulation. I'm very impressed with this articulation on this figure, actually. Very happy with it. So now let's do some comparisons. So as we can clearly see, the Diamond Select figures are taller than the Black Series figures. This is Black Series Qui-Gon. I'm very pleased to be able to show this figure off. Shout out to Jason for the hookup on this Qui-Gon. The Black Series figures are not in scale with these guys. A better comparison Black Series archive release of Darth Maul. He is a full head and a bit shorter. He'll be even shorter in a second when I pull his head off to show you without the robes. I do like, however, the soft goods on the Black Series. However, you know, it's kind of a trade-off. What you gain in soft goods with the Black Series one, you've got a little bit of soft goods here, so you know this kick is easier, but that's all you get anyway with the Black Series figure. I suspect that if you swap these with soft goods, you could actually get more out of this figure than what you can get out of this one. Like, that's as far as that's gonna go, for sure. Let me just give him the cranium just a moment here. Try not to stab myself on his horns. There we go. So I've only got one knee bent on the Diamond Select, so I'll just stand this one straight up. I forgot to mention as well, while I'm comparing Darth Maul figures, that all of the hands from the Diamond Select Darth Maul, all of them articulate this way. So they're all oriented this way. None of them have the angle that you would expect for like a blaster or anything like that. They're all just typical up and down. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And the paint apps on this lightsaber are a lot better on the Diamond Select than on the Black Series. This is just the gray plastic, and then they put a little bit of black and red on it. Even the red that they use for the blades isn't as nice on the Black Series. The Diamond Select one it's clearer. So if you shine a light through this, I think you get a really nice effect, whereas these are kind of muddy. They seem like they're not as clear. I like this a lot. If I had to pick between the two, I definitely think that the Diamond Select is winning right now. The only problem is, if you're collecting Black Series already, switching to a completely different line is kind of a challenge because they don't have that much out yet. I'm sure eventually they'll catch up if people catch on to how awesome the figures are and keep buying them. I'm sure eventually we'll have just as many Diamond Selects as we do Black Series. But it's also worth noting that the Black Series figure only comes with this alternate head and the binoculars, Darth Maul's binoculars that he uses on Tatooine when he sends out his little Sith probe droids. And that's it. It doesn't come with any other accessories, doesn't come with any additional hands. What you see is pretty much what you get with the Black Series one. I'm having a hard time making him stand too, which is pretty par for the course for me, though I'm not the greatest at making them just stand. Oh, look at that. He fell over. So there you go, guys. There's a very quick review of the Diamond Select Darth Maul versus the Black Series Darth Maul. I guess one last thing we should really look at is, in comparison, is the head sculpts. People aren't too jazzed with the Diamond Select one, but how is it really in comparison? So remember, this is the archive wave. This is supposed to be the photoreal tech for the face paint apps. I don't like the horns on this one. The horns on this one, I think the sculpting is better, but the neutral expression on this one doesn't really sell the character as much as the angry expression on this one. Just the paint comes off a little weird. I guess it's really hard to match the artwork. I'm not really sure what the deal is. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like Mark Hamill's face. Like, no one can sculpt Mark Hamill's face, so no one can really do the accurate paint apps for Darth Maul's face. Maybe that's kind of the same thing we're dealing with here. trying to match all these lines and applications. I think that's kind of what we're dealing with. It's like a Mark Hamill's face thing. They're both close, like they're both like an homage to what's going on here, but now seeing them for the first time, like side by side, I'm gonna pick this one. I'm gonna pick the Diamond Select Darth Maul face paint and head sculpt. This one doesn't look right. Doesn't look as good as I want it to. I'm happy, guys. I'm happy with the Diamond Select. Can't wait for them to make more. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And check out what I'm up to on Instagram at Vern's Hobbies. Thank you so much, guys. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you next time. Be excellent to each other.